How's it going? So Nevada Adventure family here, and I want to show you some progress. We're actually finally make progress in the back. Finally getting some cabinets done. A little past due, but it's all good. So turned out great, and it's too hot to camp right now, so get these done in the next couple weeks, and then I'll do about a week of wiring and plumbing, and we'll hopefully get out on the road here pretty quick. So excited to get this thing finished up and get on the road. A couple things before I show you that. Got the windows open, getting some draft in there. So as you know before, we did put that LED light bar in there. I did find a universal padded Velcro 52-inch light bar cover. So I'm going to keep that covered unless we're using it so it doesn't yellow. Same with our aux beam lights. Keep those covered up. Keep them nice and clean. We did install a Wii Boost and also a Starlink Mini. So we have those ready to go. Another thing we are going to do, I got the filters we're going to change. So these trucks came with motor oil and the Allison transmissions. I am going to change it to ATF. I'm going to flush it like 2 or 3 times, put new filters in it, and we should be good to go. And I will attach some other videos of us staining some of the cabinets. So we did stain the dinette, or lacquer it. We did about 4 coats, 4 to 5 coats, sanded it between, spraying it, reduced it with acetone. And so we're making progress. So here's a little quick tour. So these items are lacquered and stained. You can see the difference in the color. If you notice, we do have matching cushions now. So we bought these off of Rec Pro. It's like a simulated leather, like most RVs, not real leather. But it looks nice with the colors. So that dinette, obviously underneath this is enough room for a 50-gallon water tank. So we're going to put the water tank under there. Right here is going to be our cooking area. So we're going to have a really nice sink we bought that's all flush. All the handles and everything fold inside. I did another video on that. So it all folds up. Just keeps it nice and clean in there. And underneath will be our gray tank. We're not doing a built-in gray tank as of yet. So we're just going to do like a 6 or 10-gallon removable gray tank underneath the sink. That is where our, excuse the garage mess, I've been super busy. This is where our 4.4 cubic foot 12 volt only fridge is going, with a cabinet below it and a cabinet above it. And we got that from Rec Pro as well. It's a really nice fridge. So fridge, countertop, and that's all a butcher block top. It'll look real nice with the colored cabinets. I think we might stain that a little darker color like this, then seal it. So it gives that nice accent color between dark, light, dark. So it'll look real good. We are going to put something on the walls, but I wanted to get everything in here first. We are keeping this raceway for the wiring because we are going to do indirect lighting that comes this way. And we're also going to put something on the roof. So we're doing 800 watts of solar on the outside. But we're going to put a felt or a air-based liner that's decorative to help reduce some of the heat. And as you saw in a previous video, we do have awnings that go all the way up the sides to help with the heat on the sides. There's our RV exit window. Like I mentioned before, that plate that's behind it flips open so you have a clear view. And you can see out. This is a, so I haven't painted this, excuse me, behind here. But you can see it goes through there. I need to finish painting this. But I think what I'm going to do here, we're going to do a hamper in here. But also what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get a max air fan on the front up here instead of the top of the roof. So if it does leak, it leaks in an area that doesn't affect the living area. I'm going to put a max air fan in that box. And then when you want to use it, you open that up and it'll pull the air right through. So behind these dinettes, there is tons of storage. We will put a little bungee or something to hold this in place. I got to figure that out. And obviously the centerpiece of our camper, you can see here, that's storage underneath this tabletop. So that will be hinged, it lifts up. That is full storage in there, so you can put tons of stuff in there. And then you take the legs out and it fits on these pieces here, so you have storage underneath. That turns into a bed. So our resin inlay table, which you've seen, very cool. You got Burning Man up there for Black Rock, Pyramid Lake, all the turquoise for Topaz. Right there's Topaz. Tahoe, Nevada. And this Nevadans call it Tahoe, Nevada because it's ours, not California. Sorry. Debate all you want. It's our lake. They should have actually like made the state line go this way, just saying. And then we have all these cards with the history of Nevada around the edges. We got a coin from the USS Nevada. Fun fact, USS Nevada's ship was the only one to make out Pearl Harbor and block the harbor so no one else could get in, so Nevada proud. So there's the dinette. That is all stained. I am going to do riv nuts through the wall. And so all this furniture that my buddy built, he left it open the back. But what I'm going to do is pre-drill this, do a riv nut into this, and this will have a bolt and it'll hold it through here. Probably just a 1/4 multiple places, be plenty. And then the nice thing is it's modular. So let's say I was a dumbass and broke that dinette. Well, I could just unbolt it, pull it out, get a new one built, bolt it right back in, we're good to go. So someone asked, well, about additional sleeping area, because this will turn into a bed. So that's one sleeping area. We might eventually do a drop-down bed and leave that as a dinette, and that raises up, kind of like the Brutus, the LMT Brutus, which we all know is here locally, and we're friends with them. So that goes up top there, possibly. That's a future build. I didn't want to do it right now. I just want to get this up and going. But we did do a matching jackknife sofa. So this folds out, and this is a whole nother bed right here. About the same size as that. So you have a bed there and a bed here. So plenty of sleeping area, more than plenty. You know, we have 3 kids, only 2 are left at home. And once we become empty nesters, this will be more enjoyable just for the wife and I. And we do have a 5th wheel, but this is our out and about truck. So this big, huge box here is open behind it. So we are going to put doors under here, and that's tons of more storage. There's storage underneath that dinette. There's storage all underneath this. And also I'm going to have my lithium batteries behind here. Because in this cabinet here, this is our closet. So this is the factory locations where the wiring comes up through. So this cabinet here is basically where I'm going to put all of my Victron stuff. So it's all going to be mounted up under here and up under here this side. My shore power will come in here. This here is actually for our diesel heater. So that will come through. And this guy will most likely be on this corner here. And this will be routed out through here and back through here and mounted here. Or in this door, since we're not going to be opening a lot. So most of the Victron stuff's going to be here. Batteries are going to be right here. So the wires will come through, punch right through. Nice short distance. This is our Multi-Plus 2 Victron inverter. It's like a 60-pound inverter. It's huge. To give you an idea. So your normal 3,000 watt inverters in this thing. So that's actually been mounted on this wall right here, as you can see. And then right here, I'm going to cut that out. So the wires come straight down through here. So a real nice short run. This will really be the only thing in the closet. It'll be in this corner here. I will probably put a vent in this area. So possibly a vent over here in this corner and a vent on the door here. I think I might do that. It's like a really nice metal that has a bunch of little holes. It's punched out in here, like some design just on the lower half. So this will breathe. And then this is one big closet door. So that will be closet hanger across there. Do the depth to keep it the same as this door. Probably have to turn your clothes a little bit in there, but that's fine. The solar on top will punch through here. So it'll go up through here, punch it down to the box, and I'll just run it real nice and neat down this corner. And so when stuff's in there, you won't see it at all. So that's the plan for that. You do have storage up there. That will be the same with this area here with the cabinets in the fridge. There'll be storage up there. So obviously you could put something here, put some bungee across here, have tons of storage in there. And eventually we might do shelving the same height all the way around. So you have, you know, shelving that comes out about here. Not huge, but you could put stuff up here. So you could put fresh fruit, more clothes, shoes, you know, whatever you want up there. Wine bottles, I don't care. Just whatever you want. So that is the plan for that. So thought we'd share some of the progress. I know in my original videos, I talked about different ways how we're going to build this. But like any project, as you build, it changes. So here's our change. So we're getting there. Waiting on the cabinet doors in this. Like I said, this is not sealed. That's not sealed. I'll seal those here once the weather stops blowing. And get those at least sealed. And once those are done, the only thing we have to wait on is the kitchen cabinets, the tabletop, and the fridge stuff. And then once that's in place, I could put the water tank in. I could start running all the wiring and get the fridge in, and we'll get out there and start using this thing. Hopefully meet some of you guys out across Nevada in different places. So looking forward to it. But definitely some progress. It's actually starting to look like a camper now. So it's kind of nice. I don't know if I told you, but yeah, this is an RV style electrical box. So you have your regular breakers for 50 amp service. These are the fuses for 12 amp or 12 volts. So all the 12 volt will be here, running lights, fridge, USB power points, all that type of stuff will be powered here. This will be powering, basically this is just a hub for this guy to control through. So that'll be all powered in here. Depending on my timing, I might have someone here locally hook this all up. I might actually just install the stuff and then have them do the finished wiring, so I can actually work on some other stuff and get this thing done. But yeah, super excited. It's time to get this thing done and using it. I hear my dogs crying, which means my family is out here listening to me talk.
It's your wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. What do you think? Hop up there and take a look.
No, it looks good.
No, go up there, take a look.
Flip-flops.
I don't care if you have flip-flops. So you did see those other sunshades that we got. I think I'm going to do a track rail across here with the little hooks. So we hooked the sunshade fully crossed, and it'll come way out here. Looks good, yeah? And I'll add in some videos of my wife helping. I give her a hard time because I'm the one that's been like doing all the stuff. And she actually sealed most all the dinettes. I basically did the last coat spraying, so thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so as the progress goes on our build, so these are the dinettes. This is the dinette table with storage, hinge storage under it. And then obviously, like you've seen, our dinette table, that's a resin inlay with arrowheads and turquoise and playing cards with the history of Nevada, the Nevada state map. There's some cool stuff in there. So yeah, so this will be on top of that, hinged, and so that'll be real nice. But the dinette, we are staining everything with a crystal clear semi-gloss lacquer. So it brings out some of the colors in the wood, but just real natural, clean, and nice. You can see some of the construction of the dinette. Got all pocketed here. We had a friend build this for us. So we cannot take credit for building the furniture. So we do have a brand new dinette cushions and a jackknife sofa, and then there's the fridge and all the solar still needs to go on. Underneath the jackknife sofa that will turn into a bed, that's all storage underneath there. So this is the back side of it. So this will be up against the camper, and the other side will have cabinet doors. So tons of storage under there. And obviously tons of storage under these. This side's gonna have our water tank, almost a 50-gallon tank under it. And that side will just be storage. And we are putting these against the walls with rib nuts. So at any given time, we could pull out any part of the inside by just unbolting it. It's all modular. And if we want to change anything, break anything that needs to be repaired, real simple, we just pull it out and we're good to go. So now we're going to start sealing and continue on. Hopefully we have more soon. All right, unsealed, sealed. So this one has almost the last coat on here. Next we will do a sand, and then after we sand it, then we'll do a final little finish coat and it'll be done. installed. Getting close. Alright, so the dinets are basically in. You can see there, it looks good. Good color combination. So this one here will storage behind them. This one will be our 50-gallon water tank that will plumb in to the sink and stuff here. And this one obviously storage behind there as well. Blankets, pillows, whatever we want. And then more storage under here. So there's quite a bit of storage. So that's nice. Next, we'll show you what it looks like the dinette table laid down.